In the late 1990s, Apple set out to create their own wireless internet system. They came up with Airport, a solution that made it easy for more consumers to get in on wireless networking. At the time, wireless internet was a fairly new concept, and when Steve Jobs showed off an iBook connected to the internet at Macworld 99, it was a pretty big deal. While many of us take Wi-Fi for granted today, it was a pretty huge breakthrough back then. After it was announced, new Apple computers added compatibility for Airport cards to be added, such as the iBook and the iMac. The base station that I have here is the later Airport Extreme model, which was released in 2003. This model included some additional features such as a USB port for wireless printing and an easier setup. It supported 802.11g protocol and was capable of transferring 54 megabytes per second. Now, by today's standards, this is an antiquated piece of hardware, but for a wireless extender or additional network that won't be used frequently, it works great. Personally, I don't really need this installed because I already have a good network setup, but adding a guest Wi-Fi would be great for anyone that comes over. So that's what I'll be working on today. Inside the box, we got our power cable and adapter. Under this is a phone cable, mounting screws, and the install disk. In the bottom, we have the base station itself and some documentation. For the setup, I'm going to be using my iMac G4, but you can pretty much use any Mac with OS 9 and up for this. After going through the license agreements, it's now installing. While that's running, I'll hook up the base station. I'm just plugging it in and going to be connecting it to my existing network. Now that it's finished installing, I just need to restart my computer and go through the setup assistant. It's pretty straightforward stuff. I just selected to make this a new network, put in the name and password, and now we just wait. After that's finished, now it's time to test the speeds. As you can see, it's pretty crappy, but for a rarely used network, it's really not that big of a deal. While I'm probably not going to keep this setup very long, it was a cool experiment. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for next week.